This is Salamancer, you're watching SalTV, and this is a game between IDK Black and Zen Team. I am joined by Psunfragga of Crack Clan. What's up?
Hey, shout out to Harry who's watching.
Yeah, we are getting into the mid-fight right now, and already we're seeing that our IDK team looking in a little bit of trouble. They're all kind of backed up into their choke right now. There goes Drozo, Evokia, and Santa all at once. So Zen Team looks like they are in a very good position right now. Red Shock trying to get away from this. And oh, he's dodging really, really well so far. If he can just dodge... Oh my god, Red Shock with like 5 health got away from that.
I don't know what happened here. I blinked and Zen have just won middle. Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was extremely fast for Zen, you are correct. Red Shock somehow... Oh no! Burtek. Red Shock got away from that for so long, but finally Burtek got around as a scout and finished him off, so we're seeing 100% Uber now for Zen Team. What can IDK really do about this at this point?
Ideally, they'd like to be getting a force as early as possible, potentially. I mean, it depends on how they want to play it. If they can force Zen Team outside of lobby, great, you know, I'm hoping for Rock here to do something. But already they're taking Rake, so I think they're trying to stay back, play with a sniper. Maybe they should take a Pyro instead of a Heavy, but I'm pretty sure Drozo will make the right call.
Yeah, Heavy here is doing what he can do now. He's quite overhealed, but does get taken down. Drozo is dead for the count for the moment. The Uber's already faded for Zen. Looks like so much damage coming down on the blue team here, and it's just going to be Rake, Huey, and Red Shock left alive. Red Shock down at very low health. Can they stop this cap on the point? It's going to be close. Huey gets a good sticky kill there, but no. Team Matanon, a.k.a. Team Zen, wins the first round.
And that was a very fast round within 2 minutes, so that's near textbook play. I'm glad to see that from the Zen team. So perhaps IDK will bring it to middle now.
Yeah, that was actually a really disastrous mid-fight for them. It was very lucky that Red Shock got away when he did.
You deserve a medal.
Our next mid-fight, it looks like our demo men, neither one of them dying immediately, and this time IDK's got a bit better positioning, but they're still taking a lot of spam very quickly. And once again, getting back into this choke, they lose Red Shock, Evokia, Drozo all go down. This time they did kill Mixummer, though.
Rake is trying to clean up here. He's taken 2 kills. Can he take a third?
Yeah, going after demo. Yes, he can. Nice
what a
kills.
cleanup by Rake on middle. This is exactly what I was saying. He is young. He is 19. That's still young in my books. And that deathmatch, you know, that confidence, just go into middle and basically save it. Fantastic play by him. Very impressed.
Yeah, I really am as well. He's going to need some heals here, but is going to capture that point. IDK with a mid-fight win this time around. And we'll see if they can turn that into a round win. Evokia taking the overheal out as well. Looks like Red Shock is just trying to get everybody in position.
He is running with a 15% advantage on the Uber, so I'm wondering if IDK will have the confidence to be able to take that. I mean, currently they are bunched up on the choke point, and really they should be thinking, alright guys, we've got the advantage to start moving, but I guess that's quite hard to do when you are playing an official match with 2 mercs, so...
Yeah, the question for me is, does Red Shock do a lot of calling when he plays medic? Do you know that?
Does he main call?
Does he call when he plays medic?
Yep, he can call the Ubers, he can call the plays, he can do everything. He's a very well-skilled player. I am biased slightly, but it is true.
Well.
And 2 picks on IDK, so there is no way that IDK are pushing him. In fact, Zen Team Uber into middle with Spirit leading that as the demo man, and he's really forcing them back, getting the Uber pop. IDK are just struggling to make the kills here. They've just lost far too many players on this midpoint. It was a perfect push, really, by Zen. Oh, not anymore. Red Shock gets a kill on Burtek, who was a scout.
That was actually a crossbow air shot from Red Shock. So yeah, when you say he's a great player, I mean he's a great player. Zen losing some players now. Speary's down as well, and they are having to drop back to mid. They did manage to capture it, but we're gonna see what happens here. IDK with no advantage this time around, except for their players, and they're pushing right now with just that. It's gonna be Santa and this scout over here, who I believe is gonna be.
This is a very dangerous play because IDK just don't have the advantage, and Zen Team do have the spawners, and here they are trying to come in and block it, knowing exactly what I'm saying, basically. But can they get the territorial control?
Well, Santa did explode there, so looks like they did manage to temporarily capture that, but it's not really going to matter too much unless they can hold off this recapture from Zen. Zen, now they're actually going to have their spawners probably respawning back at last, and there you go, IDK does manage to hold on to it.
This was a classic game over, should we stay or should we go? And oh, both Ubers are popped at the same time. Excellent work by How Can We Win on Soldier. forcing Retchok on show.
Yeah, of course, it's not going to do too much here. IDK is still on the offensive, pushing up to the Spire, and now dealing a lot of rocket damage down to the team in the trash. That is Zen, but they're getting a lot of kills here. Drozo and Evoke both going down to Beartech.
Some excellent deathmatch here, and now with Medic down, this is Zen's middle, and possibly even their Spire, depending on how fast they're pushing it. Come on, guys, speed up! We're Euros! Late by the clock. Come on, 2 up. Oh! So, I mean, they're missing out their advantage to take Spire. You know, IDK are getting their spawners, so it's going to be very difficult.
Ooh, both scouts trying to come in here. Rake dealing some damage, and then Hui finishing up, killing Spiri, and how can we win? Mixomer is, I'm sorry, is that his name? Yeah, Mixomer, something like that anyway. Does get taken down there by Drozo, so beautiful counterattack by the IDK team, stopping the capture on the middle point. They now have a big Uber advantage, a big player advantage, and they just need to get out there and capture the Spire. Evoke with the last cleanup kill right there. He's going to start jumping onto the Spire pretty soon as well. Looks like, well, maybe not actually. They're just going to stay there and defend Retchok. Meanwhile, Scout standing up on that Spire to start capturing it. And I think Ret just wants to push him straight into the lobby. Seeing that Sun is apparently muted for the moment, so keep going on. But we've got Santa now leading the way here, and I think we're going to have the push right away. Yes, we do. The Uber is off now, and Zen not taking a lot of damage yet. They've lost How Can We Win? That's one of the soldiers down. Really, I think IDK needs to knock out the demo. So far, they've not done that, but now Drozo going in to try and finish up the cap here with his soldier, and yes, he does.
Wow, great. I actually accidentally muted and deafened.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think I noticed that, so I picked it up. It was all right.
I was talking the whole time. That was terrible.
Oh, I know that feeling. I've done that before for XTV as well. It's not an enjoyable experience. Everyone's just like, oh, okay, well, Salamancer's gone now, so I guess we'll keep going.
IDK are going early to middle. I guess they realised that middle just isn't working, so it's good to see them trying it out differently. But they are incredibly slow to middle. Let's hope that they can all jump together and take some frags down.
Yeah, soldiers getting in there, and looks like Asphyx is down, but then Evoke and Santa, both soldiers did die immediately, being punished for that jump. Medic is, a little bit out of position there, but actually I think Zen still do have this. No, maybe not! Zen losing a lot of players. Edison down, Mixomer down, or Muxomer, or whatever. Somebody was telling me it was pronounced differently, so I don't know. Russian pronunciations are difficult. But Rake.
That was a textbook save by IDK scouts once again. I mean, Badlands is all about keeping your scouts alive long enough so they can clean up any damages whilst people are distracted.
Oh, Rake! Oh, sorry about that. Was just watching Rake there. He spawn camped that medic, so they're going to have a huge advantage for IDK now.
So IDK are at middle with 50% advantage, most likely B 80%, no, 70 perhaps. Yep, so they've pretty much got Spire so long as they don't lose Rake, who is turning out to be the MVP, but does take down a kill. A player off Zen, so he does get a kill. That's great work by him.
Yeah, Rake has been going huge all game. Not necessarily reflected too much in the score, but I guess he is one of the top scorers for his team for the moment, so a little bit behind Drozo. And Drozo helping capture the Spire, so he's making it up on capture points for the moment. IDK right now starting to push forward, and they do capture the upper lobby without much difficulty, so it looks like Zen has not been able to force them, but they've got about 85% now, so...
They're losing their advantage. I mean,
yeah.
They had a huge advantage, they should have been pushing last, but I'm guessing this is as a result of using 2 mercs and Retchok multi-Ubering quite a bit. Santa does get a great pick on Edison though, but unfortunately lose Rake, so it's anyone's last point right now.
Yeah, I don't know. IDK could push in with 5v5, but it looks like they don't want to. They just want to hang back and wait for that Uber to try again. Rake has gone Sniper, so that's going to be interesting if he manages to get a pick right now. But Zen could use the moment to just push forward and deal some damage, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. Lots of pills, lots of rockets. Heading into the upper lobby right now. Anyway, let's see if we can't find that Rake cam again, because he is going to be peeking into main very shortly and may get a really, really important pick.
I think if Santa is allowed to be roaming, he's going to cause a lot of troubles for Zen on this last point, so long as he can get into his groove. So I think Santa will hopefully get the pick for IDK to push.
Good shot there by Rake. He did manage to hurt Beartech, but didn't kill him, and now he's having to drop back, grab some health of his own. Beartech now being overhealed to deal with that sniper, of course. It's going to be very difficult to take out a 180 health sniper. He's actually dropping back into spawn briefly, but looks like he just wants to go rotate to the other side, maybe try to deal with Rake that way. I don't know. It's the sniper battle right now that we're seeing on Badlands, and whoever wins that is probably going to win this defense. Now we have...
I'm on the red shot cam, and they're moving, because both soldiers are moving to bottom right, so Rake is taking the attention at middle, and both soldiers are trying to pick the demo man here.
I like that play, actually, but it looks like maybe they've been spotted out. Yeah, now there's a scout and a soldier watching the bottom right entrance there, so I guess it
sometimes
looks like
when you play against a demo man who does camp the bottom left, it's quite easy to take him by surprise with 2 perfectly timed rockets from your soldiers, so that's a very understated move to try when you're stuck in a stalemate position of pushing last point on Badlands.
So with that, just got to get my arm on the armrest, but here we go. They are pushing through main now. They have Ubered and forced the Uber from our red medic immediately. Mixomore is keeping the rest of his team alive here, so really not a lot of damage dealt by the IDK team, but now they're pushing back in, just trying to see if they can't get a pick here that would let them really push in and make a play for last. So far, not happening. IDK is just going to have to reset once again, not really able to get through those narrow choke points.
Not to be horrible to who or anything, but on middle and certainly on this last point, I'm not seeing enough damage from him going down, and you know, you really need that from a demo man on Badlands, so I'm hoping Hui will warm up very soon and be the spear point of the attack with IDK.
There he goes.
And there we go, he gets a pick, so the Zen team do have advantage though, so IDK cannot push in quite yet.
And actually, look at how fast Beartech is respawning there. Caught that nice respawn wave where even though IDK is about to get their Uber, that scout actually respawned as a sniper is going to be right back up in their face again, so it's 6v6. Gotta watch the rate cam.
What would be great to see is IDK losing a play, making him take spy, and then spy capping the point. I would love that right now. Just something different, because the sniping is wasting time.
Yeah, right now it is still 1-1.
Pause or am I freezing?
I think it's a pause. It's happened to both of us, so unless the relay just died there, it looks like we are paused. Pauses normally come at the end of the round for these guys, right?
Yeah. Or if the other team requests it and it's approved.
Yeah, we'll find out. Evokia here right now doing the soldier dance in midair. I'm just going to be watching these players with their calisthenics going on. Actually, there's a nice little rocket heading towards the wall over there. Not going to hurt Hui too hard, though. And the Ubers are ready to go, so we'll see as soon as this is unpaused again what happens. And there we go.
Yeah.
Finally, I think they have unpaused it and we can watch the game again. Santa was going for a kill there on the sniper down in the bottom right, actually, but it looks like he's not able to do it. And now everybody's ice skating around and has weird shadows on them because that's just what happens after a pause. I think it's hilarious. But our Zen team here is still, looks like they were successfully defending. Beartech does go down, though. He was just a scout, but it's going to be 6-on-5. I think we're going to see IDK push in. They are doing that through main right now. But I don't... they got another kill, and it was on a scout. And so it looks like, once again, that's...
I'm not impressed with these pushes. It's like in, out, shake it all about deal. And unfortunately, Hui goes down to Spiri on the demo man. So, IDK dropping out when they could have just stayed in. I mean, they need more standing on point here.
Yeah, they've hardly had any standing on point right now. Rake now dropping all the way back. I do like the sniper play here. He's going to make sure that nobody can push out and capture the spire, because if anybody tries, he'll have them headshot most likely.
I'm going to go on the Drozo cam and see if he's going to get a back cap going.
That would actually be a really good idea for him, but right now he is just hanging out on top of the spire, and it would be tough, considering I think Zen team is now pretty much backed up to the last point. Drozo, yeah, he's having to drop back now. Actually spotted a scout who was going for a flank, couldn't get the kill. Let's see, okay, now they're saying, can we pause? And there you go. So that was their little 1 minute pause there, but of course we're not paused right now. We're watching Zen team still trying to mount a defense of their point, and I'm going to be surprised to see whether IDK can push in again. They've got a big overheal advantage. Beartech now on the sniper again, and he is actually looking through the door. It's not closed, it just looks closed on my screen, which is pretty weird. But IDK has 100%, and they're still not even inside yet.
This is running down the clock. It's very boring, very cautious play by both teams, it seems.
I'm gonna have to reload my
trying
head
to
just
get
to
a
make
pick
sure.
in main at the moment.
But yeah, there's still 15 minutes left in the game. I'm not sure that running down the clock is the right decision by either team here, but especially by IDK. I mean, if anything else, they're just kind of making Zen team bored. Red Shock, whoa, peeking out there a little bit too much.
I can tell Red Shock's telling IDK, "Come on guys, move forward, move forward." That's why he nearly took a rocket.
Yeah. Now watching the How Can We Win cam.
Feeling.
And we'll see if How Can We Win can actually figure out how they can win. Looks like Evokia does get killed. That's going to be really bad for the push here from IDK, so we're going to have to wait a little bit longer.
Well, IDK really need to start reassessing what they're doing on pushing last point. I mean, they've had 3 or 4 attempts where they're going in with the Uber and it's just not working. Especially with a sniper. I mean, it's wasting too much time. They need to start thinking. There we go, sniper on sniper, Rake wins.
Yeah,
but
of course.
They really need to start rethinking their strategy of pushing last because 2-3 times in a row, guys, come on.
Yeah, they have
It's
once
not
again.
working. Do something different.
Ooh, once again they force that Uber pop and then they lose a player. They lost Santa, and so IDK just dropping back. I want to see them do more damage here, but that's not what they're doing. Evokia now finally thinking about pushing in here. Red Shock, gets taken down by a rocket by How Can We Win though, so it looks like How Can We Win has finally figured it out. May need to change his name to Here's How We Win. And Zen, I'm not sure if they really have the opportunity to push.
Yep, I mean, I am saying to IDK that they're not pushing, as correctly as they could be, but we need to give some credit to Zen here, who have held last 3-4 times in a row, and now they're pushing out Recap Spire after taking down Red Shock, so they should be working with a 40-50% advantage so long as they keep their medic for the player. And Hui does go down, so that is middle going to Zen, so long as they're not paying the price of losing too many players.
Yeah, the issue right now for IDK is that they're backed up into their choke point and they were taking a lot of spam. They could get back up and try to make a play for the Spire here again, which just seems to be like what they're doing. They don't have Hui here though, but it doesn't matter. Zen team has just dropped back indoors for the moment. I think they're going to push forward now with this soldier though, and he may get Uber. Yes, he does. Going to jump up on top of that scout. He actually went for the scout first, which I'm not sure if I agree with, because look, Red Shock at 85% right now. Nobody's on top of him, so oh no, now the demo man. Oh, Spirit comes in there, gets that kill on Red Shock when he was about 90%. That does not feel good as a medic.
Now, IDK do not have any medics, so Zen should really be regrouping and thinking, alright guys, they've got no buffs, they're all weak, let's get position advantage and push on them. And, really they could be pushing up to middle after cleaning up Spire, but both teams are playing quite slowly, just trying to make sure that the numbers game, in terms of frags, is weighing up in their advantage, it seems.
Yeah, Red Shock is now up once again, and once again has that 40% disadvantage that it's going to be so difficult to work with. Right now, some stickies going up there, but not really dealing the damage that Hui wants to. Meanwhile, our demo man for Zen, and that is going to be Spirit. Spirit, right? I would assume.
Yep.
I
think it is Spirit, but I could be wrong.
Could just be Spiri. Either way, this guy actually walked away from trying to capture the Spire. Probably a wise idea, because right now IDK is in a position to defend it. But the Uber's almost ready to go here for Zen. They haven't been building as fast as they possibly could, and actually the Uber advantage they've had is narrowly slipping away. Rake now watching into last once again as a sniper. It's just that with that sniper, if you're not getting the picks very, very quickly, sometimes it seems like you're just not being that useful. Edison gets down to about 20 health there, but does get taken out.
There we go. Zen team are forced on Uber, but they do take down Rake. So IDK have got a massive advantage here. I mean, they have lost 2 players, but they do have the potential to push back in with a pure Uber and actually get on that point. That's 3 players down. What are you doing? Get out.
Yeah, Edison there did get taken out by, I think, Evokia, but Evokia was caught out of position as well. He was a little bit too, I think, overzealous going after the medic there and could not get that kill, so Mix
this is what I love to see, some very cheeky play by Zen. They know that they don't have the advantage, and what they're doing is the best defense being the best offense, really, and trying to get on that Spire to pressure IDK into popping to block it. So I liked it, but unfortunately it didn't go so well for them. They've lost far too many players.
Yeah, Red Shock is bringing the rest of his team in here now, and it looks like they're getting some time on the point, which is finally what they need to do. There they go, bring it up to 2-1 against Zen team. That was a long round of Badlands, and we've got about
I think that was the
11
first
minutes left.
time that someone actually stood on the point on Badlands last for that push, so for those pushes.
Yeah, IDK just wasn't able to get anybody in there, but right now we are watching the Hui cam as he gets out to the next mid-fight. Gonna set the stickies at the front of the house, and it looks like his opponent was actually really late there, but those stickies were not detonated in time, and nobody else is walking through the house, so he really needs to just start laying down some damage. Zen team once again pushing our blue team here back into their choke point. It looks like they've lost Spirit, though. No Demo Man is going to be tough for them to really deal a lot of damage, but it looks like both teams have lost about 3 players. Yeah, 3 players each. Drazo on top of the enemy has killed a scout before he dies, and now it's just Red Shock and Evoke. Yeah, I think they're going to back away from this.
I wouldn't. I think Red Shock might be inclined to push the middle because it would get rid of their Uber and they will be getting out alive. But I'm not sure if that's a call they'll make because it seems like both teams aren't too confident in what they're doing currently. I think they're playing it safe.
Yeah, it could just be that Red Shock, I mean, he is murking, so he does not have the experience playing with this team. He doesn't know how they like to push. So, yeah, it could just be. Maybe that's what's happening. And right now we do have another pause. There you go. Pause is now over. There, that is what we like to see, or at least it was over for a second. Darn it. There we go. The pause is now finally finished there. Of course, they do that little unpause and pause thing, as Psun was saying. But Zen team is, I almost said Zen City because I'm too busy like thinking about ESCA right now, but Zen is pushing in right now. They have forced the Uber here from IDK, and IDK meanwhile throwing all the damage they possibly can back at this Zen team, and they're getting forced back really, really quickly here, all the way into their house. Got to be careful about that.
Hui trying to get the aggression then, but he's really being pressured by a scout and taking so much damage with a very lucky save by his medic and soldiers, so he nearly overextended and paid dearly, but this midpoint has gone back to IDK, which is something I did not expect, so very well played by them.
Yeah, a surprising turn of events here, but remember that there was that pause, and in about 45 seconds we're probably going to see Hui leave the game momentarily, so that's not going to be good for them. He is going to have to join back in, do the respawn thing. Right now, though, IDK has captured the Spire, and they are preparing to push into the lobby. No sticky traps there to stop them, so we'll see. Maybe my prediction is just totally off base.
If IDK were, I think if they were playing with a full 6, which is with Little Cedar and I'm not sure who their second soldier is now, Mini Moose has been claimed by Real Life, they would have been pushing last with that advantage, but once again we're seeing a very unsure, unsettled play by IDK. And by both teams. I mean, they're not working the advantages as tight as they can.
Yeah, Rake there. Oh man, actually that pause I think happened for him right when he had a Demo Man in his scope, and the Demo Man saw him as well. So he's backing out now, and is going to get away from that, but didn't manage to get any kills. Hui down at about 80 health at the moment, and looks like we've got some sticky traps here up above the main entrance. A nice little spot there. It's actually going to be really tough to see.
I would really love to see Hui trying to put some stickies on the point because Spirit he's watching top left, which is very hard to push. Top left as in the enemy's top right. So I'd love to see Hui putting some sticky traps on. Santa perhaps trying to pogo onto the point. Santa is a grizzled veteran at jump maps. Random fact for you guys. So if he could put some of that action here and put some time on that point and panic Zen team a bit more instead of leaving it all to rate, that would be a very wise decision for them to make.
An interesting Uber pop here, and they did force the Uber from our blue team. Now Zen trying to rush back to the point because it looks like there was some attacks there. Asphyx and Spirit both going down, and Drozo's just going to run straight over to the point, actually hanging out behind it for a little while, trying to take out this soldier, and that has been done by Santa.
Medic on medic battle on top left. Red Shock trying to distract the... Oh, IDK gets the point. So that was quite interesting. I thought Zen were trying to do the whole the best defense is offense, but unfortunately it didn't work in their favor.
Yeah, it's a risky thing to do when you're trying to push out of a last point because if it fails, you lose, right?
Well, I guess so. Perhaps you shouldn't do it in officials, but the idea is that you're making an informed decision, so that it's not going to go wrong.
Spirit took a lot of damage there. He's going to have to get healed up, but so far he is. It's just that now our red team is in the position that IDK was in before, where they are backed up into their choke point. They're taking so much damage and getting wiped out here. Yeah, that was exactly what IDK needed, finally winning one of those mid-fights decisively.
And this is exactly the IDK that I know very well. They are when they've got their game face on and they're all warmed up and they bring it to middle. That's it, 6 down. That's perfect play by them.
Yeah, Zen team now going to be backed up once again, and where is the push right now? Santa's already
taking down Red Shock and Stone Bridge.
Oh.
Fantastic big pick by him. I was lucky and managed to catch that.
I was actually
Red Shock
watching
just
Santa,
caught
who was all
unaware.
the way. Santa was inside the base before the Spire was even capped, and he was trying to get some kills. He ended up dying there without really getting anything to his name, though. And yeah, now there's going to be a big advantage for Zen team. So that's a pretty surprising turn of events there. Pop it, don't drop it, Red Shock.
It's an unfortunate turn of events for IDK because the standard idea is, at least for us in Euroland, is leave a scout to cap middle once you wipe people, and then you leave one scout to cap spire while your 3 heavies push last with the Uber, depending on the spawns, and obviously the second scout joins to finish the spire, and the first one moves on. And I mean, if Red Shock had been in lower lobby with Santa, who had that idea. Oh, and Vokia getting a back cap. Sorry, just talking over that. Vokia out deathmatching. How can we win on last point? And getting that back cap. Very nice play by him.
Yeah, very well done. I was actually on that spy cam the whole time because there was a spy there who was going for some picks and he got into some really risky situations. I was cringing about that, but IDK did manage to win it, bring it up to 4-1 now with, 5 minutes left to go. So I think Zen may very well lose this first map. It's not looking good for him.
Oh, and Huey taking down Spirit on middle already. Drozo taking down Burtek. That's it. Zen are already out of this middle point, and it is 4-1 with 4.5 minutes left. Can they bring it back, Sal? Do you think they can? Minute and a half per round?
No. And Zen getting wiped here, losing a lot of players. They have not lost their Uber advantage yet, but Edison was trying to get back into the base and he got taken out. Now Spire is getting captured by IDK once again, so it looks like IDK Black is really starting to pick it up, gain steam, and we'll see if that can continue into the next map, which will be CP Obscure.
I'm excited about CP Obscure if Rake will be sniping.
Ooh, so where do you like to see the sniper on Obscure? Just last point, or is it useful elsewhere?
It's useful everywhere in Obscure. It's such an open map, but we'll discuss that when Obscure starts because I'm sure there'll be a delay.
Yeah, and right now we actually have the Ubers popped for both teams.
Yeah.
So Zen looking like they're defending for now. Sorry about that, but Santa is sneaking in some damage here on the scout who is trying to get that kill. I think that this is going to be another capture for IDK, and it's just going to seal the deal. Yeah, there you go. Rake did take out Edison. Rake and Santa are both down here, but it's Huey and Red Shock helping body block that medic so they can cap the point. Doing a little thriller dance. So yeah, Red Shock going to be happy about that. He's been murking all over the place recently, hasn't he? And he's been doing quite a good job at it.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, it seems like IDK really did have a shaky start, and I know I was ratting on them a bit because I've seen them play so much better, but it's nice to see them pick it up, and unfortunately Zen are losing the momentum which they had at the start of the round. And Santa, I'm watching him, beautiful play, trying to take down Zen Team's medic, and unfortunately being denied by that medic strafe.
Well, he was denied, but the thing is, even with all the damage that's gone down on that medic, and now he's just going to be playing kind of conservatively here. The rest of his team is going to start bombing in after Red Shock, though, who takes a pretty sick air strafe.
As well.
He's leaving his scout there to help take out this...
Oh, and he gets a kill in Spirit, even though he dies.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. And of course, Mix is now down as well. Rake ended up killing him. Drozo finished off How Can We Win? So I think How Can We Win's name may be a little bit accurate here. It looks like they in fact cannot do so. 2 minutes left, 4 points. That's actually mathematically impossible. So looks like the rest of the game is pretty much just deathmatch heaven.
It really is, but it would be nice to see Zen trying to tighten up the scores a little bit, because if there is, I'm not sure if this is true, but I would imagine that if there is a draw in the tables, the way that the placements are is based on how many points you get, perhaps the same as football. So really, they should be looking to tighten the difference.
Yeah, we'll find out. Zen looking like not really having a very strong push together right now. Maybe they can get this pick, though, because they have gotten... get the point. They have gotten middle, and they possibly could throw another one up there on the board. Rake, though, getting a kill on Edison. That's going to slow down the aggression. It's 6 against 5 right now, and Beartech actually just spawned. Hui pushing in some stickies. Rake is looking for more snipes, and I think that's just going to be it. Oh, does manage to get a scout there, shooting him right through his cute little head. And now how can we win down? Rake did die, but Red Shock has even popped the Uber, so there is pretty much no way that Zen is coming back to this. Ouch. Watching Spirit get taken out, Beartech down. Edison the only one left, and he is on Sniper right now. He's actually beneath the bridge. Just kind of an odd spot to be. But he's really waiting for the medic. Oh, couldn't get the shot on Red Shock, though. I think Red Shock may have known that he was there. Got called out just in time. So he's going to be okay, actually. And Hui's standing up here, capping the Spire once again with 35 seconds left in the game. And IDK is actually just going to push straight in here. They might even bring this, like...
6 points.
Yeah, they might get that 5-point win difference here in the next 20 seconds, which would be... I don't know, does that matter for the standings in the league?
No, it doesn't. I think it's just the ego that, you know, we beat you guys 6-1. So now if Hui had stickies on the point there, that would have been beautiful. So some miscommunication going on between the scouts and the demo man here. And Retro does Uber a scout in onto the point, just trying to take it. 1 second left, and it is GG with IDK taking CP Badlands from Zen with a 5-1 score. That was very unexpected, wasn't it, Sal?
That was an epic game, especially from IDK. Zen started out strong. IDK ended up just dominating for the rest of the game, though. And so this has been Salamancer and Psunfragga casting some ETF2L action. We'll be right back with that second map.